Hello, everyone. This is Michael for Western Reserve Independent Living Center coming to you with our latest newsletter. WRILC's Independent Living Newsletter, issue 23-10, October 2023. Western Reserve Independent Living Center, opening doors to independence. In this issue, Section 1, National Disability Employment Awareness Month. Section 2, News at a Glance. Section 3, Emergency Preparedness Workshop. Thank you. Section 4, Monthly Book Recommendation, Tech Corner, Recipe. Section 5, New Disability Etiquette Workshop Information. Section 6, WRILC News and Events. Section 7, Calendar Items for October. National Disability Employment Awareness Month. Article courtesy of https://www.whitehouse.gov/briefing-room/presidential. During National Disability Employment Awareness Month, we celebrate the essential contributions of our workplaces, economy, and nation made by disabled Americans and recommit to promoting equal opportunity for all people. For far too long in this country, employers could refuse to hire you if you were disabled. Stores could turn you away. If you used a wheelchair, there was no real way to take a bus or train to work or school. America simply was not built for all Americans. In 1945, President Truman established National Disability Employment Awareness Month and issued the first national call for disabled people to access all the opportunities and rewards of work. 45 years later, in 1990, the Congress came together to pass the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, which helps to ensure our workforce is more productive, prosperous, and inclusive by banning disability discrimination, including in the workplace. Courageous activists of all backgrounds had fought for decades to lay the groundwork and change public consciousness, and I was proud to co-sponsor this groundbreaking civil rights law. Since then, the ADA has not only transformed lives, but it has also inspired over 180 other countries to pass similar laws and brought us closer to realizing the full promise of our nation. Still, we have a long way to go. Studies have found that Americans with disabilities are especially productive and motivated workers, but they still have a harder time getting jobs, promotions, and fair pay. They are 3 times less likely than others to be employed and often earn sub-minimum wages for their work. That is wrong. We have an obligation to change that. And as the nation's largest employer, the federal government has a responsibility to set an example as a model workplace where everyone is valued and treated with respect. Last year, I issued an executive order putting diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility front and center across the entire federal government. To ensure our workforce actually looks like America, the executive order directs agencies to find and remove barriers to hiring and promotion and to recruit more recent graduates with disabilities. Meanwhile, my administration's Labor Department is protecting the rights of workers with disabilities in the private sector, cracking down on employers who discriminate and ending the unfair use of sub-minimum wages. The Department of Education, Labor, Health and Human Services, and the Social Security Administration are helping state and local governments, employers, and nonprofits that hire people with disabilities to access funding for comprehensive integrated employment opportunities. my administration's bipartisan infrastructure law is expanding access to transit, updating old train stations and airports so more people with disabilities can travel and work. We are working to ease the added threat the pandemic has posed to the disabled community and its support networks. Where long COVID has now risen to the level of a disability, we are helping people understand their rights and get the workplace accommodations they need. This month, let us acknowledge workers with disabilities who make our communities, our economy, and our nation stronger. Let us continue the legacy of generations of disability rights activists who have fought for equal employment opportunities, integrated workplaces, and equal pay for equal work. Let us deliver the promise of America to all Americans. Section 2, News at a Glance. Join us for Bingo, October 31st. Have fun. Win prizes. Our Healthy Community Living Workshop, Working Well with a Disability, starting October 20th. Call for details. Our offices are now open, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Appointments available and walk-ins welcome. Come visit us today, 330-372-3325. Section 3, Emergency Preparedness. Thank you to AATAP, Autism Awareness Training and Acceptance Program, and everyone that attended our Emergency Preparedness Workshop for people with disabilities on September 13th. It was a great success. Some tips to remember. Make sure you have everything you need for 72 hours. A gallon of water per person in your house, along with canned or packaged foods, a crank emergency radio, flashlights, batteries, etc. Also, think of needs based on specific disabilities. If you or someone you know is interested in having a class hosted near you in Ashtabula, Columbiana, Mahoning, or Trumbull County, please feel free to reach out and we can get a class scheduled. Image descriptions. Picture 1. Workshop participants sitting at the tables looking at the presentation. Picture 2. Stephanie Steiner presenting workshop material with a picture of the screen which reads, "Make a plan." Picture 3. The Western Reserve table with a gray tablecloth and our logo on it. Pamphlets and company information are on the table. Section 4. Monthly book recommendation, Tech Corner, and recipe. Book of the Month recommendation. How to ADHD, an insider's guide to working with your brain. Not against it. Jesse McCabe. In this honest, freely, and shame-free guide, the creator of the award-winning YouTube channel How to ADHD shares the hard-won insights and practical strategies that have helped her survive, even thrive, in a world not built for her brain. Forget try harder. When your brain works differently, you need to try different. Diagnosed with ADHD at age 12, Jessica struggled with a brain that she didn't understand. She lost things constantly, couldn't finish projects, and felt like she was putting more effort in than everyone around her while falling further and further behind. At 32 years old, broken, divorced, and living with her mom, Jessica decided to look more deeply into her ADHD challenges. If you would like information on how to obtain alternate formats of this book, call us at 330-372-3325 or email cindy@wrilc.org. Tech Corner. Anydo. Anydo. iOS, Android. Free. Sometimes there's beauty in simplicity, and it doesn't get much simpler than Anydo. For those who get lost in options and details, Anydo is the perfect solution for managing a busy life. Set up a to-do list and program the app to send reminders. That's it. Because it's sometimes easier to lay out an agenda while looking at a calendar. The Cal version, also free, combines iCal and the Anydo task list. Recipe: Apple Walnut Pancakes. Did you know that October is National Apple Month? What better way to celebrate this delicious, nutritious fruit than whipping up a batch of these apple walnut pancakes? Ingredients: 1 1/2 cups walnuts, chopped. 1 cup white whole wheat flour. 1 tablespoon sugar. 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon ground nutmeg. 2 teaspoons baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon baking soda. 1/4 teaspoon salt. 3/4 cup milk. 2/3 cup plain Greek yogurt. 2 tablespoons canola oil. Can sub in melted, unsalted butter. 1 egg. 1 medium apple, peeled and finely chopped. Non-stick cooking spray. Instructions: 1. Preheat griddle or skillet to medium heat. 2. In a small bowl, whisk together chopped walnuts, flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Set aside. 3. In a medium bowl, combine the milk, yogurt, oil or butter, and egg. Add dry ingredients and stir until just moistened. Fold in the apple pieces. 4. Spray preheated griddle with non-stick cooking spray. Pour about 1/4 cup pancake batter onto the griddle at a time, spreading out with the back of a spoon. The batter will be slightly thick and lumpy. This is normal. Cook until bubbles start to form on the surface of each pancake and the edges are set, about 2 minutes. Flip over and cook an additional 1 to 2 minutes or until golden brown on the bottom side and fully cooked through. 5. Serve warm, topped with butter, syrup, and additional crushed walnuts and apple pieces, if desired. Makes about 15 pancakes, or 5 to 6 servings, 2 to 3 pancakes each. Did you know? Halloween fun facts. Candy corn was originally called chicken feed because of the corn shape. Corn wasn't originally considered people food. Michael Myers' mask is actually a William Shatner mask turned inside out. The correct spelling of Halloween is actually HALLOWEEN. The word witch comes from the Old English Wicca, meaning wise woman. Trick or treating has existed for around 2,000 years. Section 5. Disability Education and Etiquette Classes. Join us to learn about disabilities and disability etiquette. Join us in person or virtually to take a dive into the most common disabilities in Ohio. Education, day-to-day living, etiquette, inclusion tips will be shared from professionals and advocates for those with disabilities. Class dates and topics. October 11th, Intellectual, Learning, and Developmental Disabilities. November 8th, Mobility. December 13th, Blind, visually impaired, and deaf, hearing impaired. January 10th, ADHD, autism, and mental. February 14th, epilepsy, multiple sclerosis, and cerebral palsy. March 13th, traumatic brain injury, cancer, and spinal cord injuries. Registration is required. Please call 330-372-3325 or email stephanie@rilc.org. Virtual or in person at TMHA Building, 4076 Youngstown Road, Southeast, Warren, Ohio 44484. All classes will be at 12 p.m. Section 6. RILC News and Events. Boscov's Friends Helping Friends fundraiser. Let's go shopping while raising funds for Western Reserve Independent Living Center. We are happy to be a part of Boscov's Friends Helping Friends event all day on October 18th, 2023 from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Buy a shopping pass from us for only $5 and receive 25% off your purchases in store. Some items are 10 or 15% off. What a great way to finish school shopping, start winter clothes shopping, or start shopping for the holidays. We get to keep the entire donation to help fund our programs and resources. Buy a couple for friends and family too. To donate, pick up your pass at our office, 4076 Youngstown Road, Southeast, Suite 203, Warren, Ohio 44484. Or purchase event day from us at the entrance of Boscov's Eastwood Mall, and then you can start shopping. Any questions? Just ask. Consumer Corner. Let's help this section grow. Do you have something you would like to share in our newsletter? Jokes, poems, comments, questions, events, shout-outs to RILC staff or our agency? How about a classified section for a piece of assistive equipment you want to donate or sell? Let us know by email cindy@rilc.org or phone 330-372-3325. If you have a question or need to RSVP to any of our events, or want to learn more about the disability-related information and resources RILC offers, call the RILC office at 330-372-3325 or visit our website, www.rilc.org, to find staff members' emails if you wish to reach them that way. Or you can use info@rilc.org. Section 7. Calendar items for October. October is National Disability Employment Pride Month, National Learning Disability Awareness Month, and ADHD Awareness Month. October 2nd, Parent Advocacy Support Group, 11 a.m. October 3rd and 24th, Trauma-Informed Care Support Group, 11 a.m. October 9th, Columbus Day, office closed. October 11th, Disability Education and Etiquette Workshop, 12 p.m. October 16th, Happy Bosses Day. October 18th, Boscov's Friends and Family Fundraiser. October 20th, Healthy Community Living Workshop Orientation. October 21st, Happy Sweetest Day. October 24th, Trauma-Informed Care Support Group, 11 a.m. October 25th, Stress and Anxiety Peer Support Group, 11 a.m. October 27th, Blind and Visually Impaired Support Group, 10:30 a.m. October 27th, Healthy Community Living Workshop, Working for Your Values. October 31st, Game Day, Bingo, from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. October 31st, Happy Halloween! Meeting information. Virtual meeting information for all virtual events on Zoom. https://us02web.zoom.us/j/931-342-9948. Phone 646-558-8656. Meeting ID 931-342-9948. All hybrid and in-person events will be held at Western Reserve Independent Living Center, 4076 Youngstown Road, Southeast, Suite 203, Warren, Ohio 44484. To join workshops or peer support groups, see newsletter, Facebook, or call into the office for information to join. 330-372-3325. Thank you for taking the time out for our newsletter. Western Reserve ILC is a local 501c3 nonprofit agency servicing the needs of persons with disabilities in Ashtabula, Columbiana, Mahoning, and Trumbull counties. We are a community-based, non-residential agency whose core services are free. If you would like to receive a Braille, email, or audio copy of this newsletter each month, please contact us to find out more about becoming a WRILC consumer. You can contact us at 330-372-3325.